The reason that Murat Gassiev has been out the ring for so long has now officially come to light. I say officially because there was rumors for a long time, but at least here in the UK, we didn't hear anything formal from any of the major boxing outlets or from any of the parties involved. But now I can regrettably reveal to you that the reason for his, 2-year absence from the ring is the age-old problem of promotional issues. Yep, there's nothing that keeps fighters out the ring for longer than legal issues behind the scenes with promoters and managers. And that appears to be the case for Murat Gassiev right now. So boxing scene, say they have obtained a copy of legal documents which were filed in a Florida court by two of Gassiev's co-promoters, Warriors and Ural. The lawsuit names the following defendants: Gassiev himself, his manager/promoter Vlad Hurinov, Patriot Promotions, the Russian Boxing Federation, and a particular Russian Boxing Federation officer called Umar Kremlev. Now, what's interesting about that to me is that Gassiev has got so many promoters. I mean, you're talking about Warriors and Ural, that's 2. Then there is Vlad Hurinov, that's 3. Then there's Patriot Promotions, 4. Unless Hurinov is the head of Patriot Promotions or involved in that company somehow. So perhaps that's just one promotional company rather than 2 separate ones. You guys let me know. But either way, it's a minimum of 3 different promotional companies, possibly 4, representing one boxer. What's that all about? That doesn't seem like a good idea. And then, of course, it's quite interesting in that they're suing the Russian Boxing Federation. And this is not unprecedented, of course. Frank Warren sued the, correct me if I'm wrong, he had some type of legal issue with the British Boxing Board of Control back in the days. I think he sued them and nearly bankrupted them. And here we have one of Gassiev's promoters, or maybe former promoters, doing the same thing in Russia, suing the Russian Boxing Federation and a employee of that organization. Now, according to this Boxing Scene article, Gassiev is scheduled to fight on October 31st, so not long now, in Russia. And also, according to this article, he had tried to break free from these 2 promotional outfits, Warriors and Ural, several times in the past. And I guess this is why one of the reasons why he's been out the ring for so long. They say that, well, he says he tried to break free from them, and he claims he's a free agent now from them due to the fact that he's been so inactive. So he's claiming that they haven't delivered on the number of fights that his contract stipulates they should deliver. But they are saying that Gassiev pulled out of several fights because he was injured, and therefore that pushes back the expiry date of the contract. So certain contracts guarantee the fighter a certain number of fights within a certain time period. But if they usually have clauses, or often have clauses, whereby if for no fault of the promoter's own, the fighter doesn't manage to fight for a certain number of times in a particular year, that then extends the contract. Okay, so let's say it's, I don't know, 4 fights in 2 years, but the fighter is injured in the first year and he doesn't fight at all. It then stretches out to a 3-year contract. You see it? So that is what Ural and Warriors are apparently claiming, and I'm sure Gassiev disputes that. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if he does go ahead and fight on October 31st in Russia. I hate to see a fighter out the ring like this. I mean, in all the years I've been making YouTube videos, I've covered Andre Ward's promotional dispute that kept him out the ring for a long time when he was trying to break free from the Goosens. I talked about Mikey Garcia when he was out the ring for about 2 years, when he was trying to basically wait himself out of his contract with Top Rank. He was waiting for his contract to expire. See, that contract right there between Garcia and Arum, that appeared to be a contract which just had a time limit on it, rather than a particular number of fights. That not only did the promoter have to guarantee the fighter, but the fighter had to guarantee the promoter. So in Garcia's case, correct me if I'm wrong, it was apparently a situation where he just had to wait for his contract to expire, even if he didn't fight in the final 2 years of it. So I covered that. And also Artem Beterbiev, when he was trying to break free of his contract with Yvonne Michel. So it's always sad to see, because in boxing, time really is money. You've got a finite amount of time to make life-changing sums of money, a very small window, and therefore you need to get a move on. You need to make the most of it while you're still young enough to be a world-class fighter. Murat Gassiev, I'm not sure what age he is. Does it say in this article? I think he's still fairly young. He might still be in his 20s, actually. I know he is a very young guy. Yeah, I'm going to say he's in his late 20s, early 30s possibly. And if he's fighting not long from now, October 31st, and that's going to be a heavyweight fight, and the legal issues can rumble on in the background, but he can still get in the ring, then he does have time. No, we might still see Murat Gassiev's prime years at heavyweight if he's in his late 20s now, and if he can continue fighting from now on a regular basis. So let's see where this goes. Hopefully it gets resolved either in the court or out of the court, to where all parties are relatively satisfied and they can all go their separate ways. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, people. And how do you think Murat Gassiev is going to do at heavyweight? How many of you think he should stay at cruiserweight? Because Usyk has gone up now. Maris Breeders is thinking about going up. So couldn't Murat Gassiev stay at 200 pounds and maybe dominate the division? Or maybe not. Maybe some of you think he would get beaten by someone else at 200 other than the likes of Breeders. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and how do you think he'll do at heavyweight as well.